hate to say this, how they feel if their children were put in gas chambers. It's the same thing for them with their babies. They you know, grieve and have feelings and are sad.
On a hot summer-like day, angry animal rights activists made a bold statement to Edgewater officials as they walked along the Hudson River Waterfront, filling up buckets with goose poop.
Oh, here we go again, picking up poop. But you know, I don't mind doing it. We're saving lives, and that's why we're doing this.
The Animal Protection League of New Jersey wants Edgewater to hear them loud and clear and stop gassing the geese.
Honk for the geese! Animal holocaust in Edgewater, New Jersey. All life wants to live.
A little more than a handful of protesters stood with signs right in front of Edgewater's Borough Hall, pleading for officials to put an end to their contract with the US Department of Agriculture, which kills the geese by putting them in gas chambers. It's been an ongoing battle for 4 years, which began after the miracle in the Hudson when one of the birds took down a plane. The borough comes from the standpoint that the Canadian geese are a nuisance and their poop creates a health hazard.
I'm getting good at this. There's a technique to this.
But protesters say there's a better way of dealing with these birds than killing them.
The worst thing about it, I'm going to have to say, is the gassing. They say that these geese will suffer because they're throwing them in a gas chamber, basically, a portable gas chamber, and they gas them, and they say it takes half an hour to 45 minutes for them to die.
Protesters say part of the problem is there aren't enough signs telling people to not feed the geese, which has them coming up to the boardwalk. And they say cleaning up the poop is pretty simple.
They have the program with the jails where you can get the guys out to, you know, community service to help clean up. I mean, it doesn't cost anything for that, does it? I mean,
the geese are set to be euthanized over the next month, but protesters are really hoping this time around the borough has a change of heart.
What's interesting about the story, I mean, there is a policy in place at the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. There's a policy in place at the federal level because these geese are a huge nuisance and a huge problem, and they're dangerous. They damage property. They, in one case, took down an airplane. Like, this is a big problem. And having prisoners clean up poop is only a little part of the problem.
They're calling it the animal holocaust, but Edgewater is one.
Yes.
The hyperbole.
I'm not speaking for myself.
No,
I'm telling you what they were out there
you
saying.
Talk to
but
them
there are 70 New Jersey cities and towns that engage in the same practice.
If a group of animal activists want to go around picking up goose poop, who are you to tell them they can't do that?
Actually, my question is, did they then
That's
take
nasty.
all of the poop, put it on the mayor's doorstep and light it on fire and run away? Because that would have been
Now that would have been interesting.
There were cops out there, so I doubt they got away with that.
Thanks, Ashley.